Okay, so today I want to speak about budget. And I want to tell you why most dropshippers are lying to you guys. Because everybody's saying, well, oh no, every product should have the same budget. It should be always the same thing. No, the reason why we're so good at Facebook ads is that we know how to adapt. And you need to learn how to adapt. And today I'm going to share with you what type of budget I use depending on the product that I launch, because it is extremely important and because I don't use the same budget for every product. The first question that I ask myself when it comes down to the budget is, okay, so what is my profit margin? Every single time I need to know my profit margin. So let's say that for this example, I'm going to take different budget, but for this one that we're going to start with, I'm going to start with $50. Great. So $50 on here. Now, if I launch my ads at $10 a day, it means that I need to run each one of my ad groups for 5 days to reach the break even point. And if I have no sales at $50 spent, well, simply means that I need to move on. That's generalization, but that's basically how it is. Obviously, if you know a lot about ads and you know what is your CPC, what is your CTR, you know about all of those metrics, you can cut down the spending way earlier than that. Like as an example, I'm not going to run a campaign or an ad group that has a $5 CPC. I don't need to wait until it breaks even. So keep that in mind. But I'm just giving you the strategy behind the budget. I have made plenty of videos about the metrics, but now it's about the budget, and I want you to understand what do I do. So, like I said, so if you do $10 a day, that's around 5 days. But I think 5 days is way too much. So normally I want maybe 3 days worth of data. So I divide by three. So it's $16. So if I run my ads for, let's say, $15 a day for 3 days, I will reach my break even point. So let's say my ads are running, they get add to cart, everything is doing well, I even get purchases, or I don't, but I have enough add to cart to let it go until the break even point, and maybe closer to that $50 spend, it will get a purchase. Who knows what can happen, but that's what I do. And now, let's say, as an example, we have a product that is $30 profit margin. Okay. So let's say that this product is $30. So you divide that by 3 days. So I will spend $10 a day for this product. So on this product, I will spend $10 a day to have 3 days worth of data. And again, maybe I will kill it sooner. Maybe I will shut down the product sooner, depending on the metrics, depending on the CTR, depending on the CPC, depending on many factors. So it will allow me to spend way less money than I should. But again, that's kind of the principle that I go around. Each one of my ad sets have the budget settled to 3 day, 3 day, and in 3 days they go up to the break even point if they pass all the tests. They have add to carts, they go around every single metrics, everything is consistent. Then great. Then I let it run until it spend $30. But if not, I won't. So now let's say that your profit margin is 20. In that scenario, if your profit margin is 20 and you want 3 days, so you will divide this by three, is $6 a day. So I will do around $7 a day for 3 days, and I will let it run like that. So this is the thing that I say, guys. So a lot of you, let me tell you the mistake that you guys make. And it is very important. Let's say that you sell a product and you have $60 profit margin. And on $60 profit margin, you do $5 a day. Okay. So you do $5 a day. And if you do the calculation here, 60 divided by 5. So it means it will take you around 2 weeks to get to the break even on each one of your ad sets. So what does that mean? If you get sales in the first day, does it matter? No. If you get sales on the second day, does it matter? No. If it gets sales on the third day, does it matter? If it gets sales on the seventh day, does it matter? No. Look, it is a little bit complicated, but bear with me so you can understand. Every product that you're going to launch and that is going to be a winner is normally going to make sales under your break even point. That's how profit margin work. So let's say you have a $30 profit margin and it takes you $5 to acquire a client. So every time you spend $5, you get a client. Maybe you spend 5.75, maybe you spend 4.42, maybe you spend $7, but on average you spend $5 to acquire clients. So if you spend $5 to acquire a client, you pocket $25 in your pocket for every sales that you get. Okay. So you understand until now? But in this scenario, you need 12 days to know if you're going to get a sale. What if you do the rule that I said, you let it run for 3 days, and you don't get any sales and you move on? But what if you got a sale on day 9? What if you got a sale on day 7? Like, what if you got a sale on day 6 and maybe it was a winner? So, guys, you guys are shutting down winning product way too quickly. You cannot even know if you have a winning product. You probably have a winning product. You probably shut down a winning product previously. Why? Because you're not following those rules. So, if I have a product with a $60 profit margin, then what it would do is it will divide it by 3 and it will spend $20 a day for 3 days. And now, if I don't get a sale in 3 days, again, depending the metrics, I will shut it down early. But if it follows everything entirely through, I will let it spend the $60. And if it spends $60 and I don't get a sale, then well, it's 3 days worth of data. So I simply move on and I turn off all of my interest and simply move on from the product. But you guys are testing product. Like I've heard one guy one time that told me he tested a product like an $80 profit margin, and he turned it, like he spent $5 per day, and he turned it off after like the 6th day. So something like this. And look at this. So this is 16 days. So for you to basically turn off this product, you will need to let it run, and to have the correct amount of data, you will need to let it run for 16 days. After 6 days, he already turned that off. He had an extra 10 days to get sales. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Every product is different. Every product has the different product profit margin. So if it has a different product profit margin, if it has a different, average cost to acquire a consumer, then you need to look at your average and be like, okay, so I want my data as fast as possible. I want to see what's going on. If I have a low ticket, then we'll low budget. If I have a high ticket, I will do higher budget. And this is basically how it's going to go. So that's what you want to do. It's nothing more complicated than that. And people are overthinking it. But every single time that I test a product, I just look at the profit margin. Again, let's do another example. So let's say that on this example, I do $50 profit margin. Okay, great. $50 profit margin on here, and I do $10 a day. So I will have 5 days. Okay, that's 5 days. But okay, I know what you guys are going to ask, because I know the comment section already. I've been looking at them every single day, and I know what you're going to ask. But you're going to ask me, okay, but Gilberto, this is for what in one interest? What if you have 6 interest at $50 a day? So it means you spend $300 on your product? That doesn't make any sense. Nope. No, because you don't know the rules that I follow. So, as an example, if I spend $40 on my entire campaign and I don't have any add to cart, I close it down. So, simple and quick. If I have a CPC above, let's say 1.5%, I close it down. So right now, maybe it's been one day already, and in the first day, I already turned off a 3 interest out of the 6. And that's why you need to learn your metrics, because overall, you guys will be spending $300 on every single product, while me, I'm spending a maximum of 100 at most. At most of the product, let's be honest, I spend 60, 40, between $60. And you're spending 300 to have the same data that I just got, because I know my metrics. So if you want me to help you more about the metrics, comment down below, and I'm going to help you with any metrics that you need. And if you understood the budget, then I'm happy. If you didn't understood it, then write me any question down below. I will tell you what you need to know about the budget, but this is as simple as you can have. So it is not complicated. Keep following this strategy, and you guys are going to have insane results. Like I said, Facebook ads is a machine in itself. and requires a lot of flexibility. So don't be like follow the same thing over. Yes, overall you need to follow like, okay, I close down by the same CPC, I close down by the same CTR, like I have my set of rules, but I have some rules that I can bend depending on the type of product that I have. And that's what you need to understand. And I know it's a little bit complex, it's a little bit like over the top, but the more you do Facebook ads, the more you will learn, the more you will master it. It's as simple as it is. Okay, guys, so this is the video today. Wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Take care and peace out.